Hi, my name's Dave Axam and I am the new chair of the Enterprise M3 LEP. Coming into the role, I'm very conscious that I'm fortunate to be chair of a high-performing LEP. We have exceptional governance, we have exceptional strategic alignment with government. Our delivery is good, and I think we need to know what we need to do to drive that towards being exceptional. But I'm very conscious that those things can change, and that when you're at the top of your game, one of the hardest things is you can't look around at people around you to work out what to do. You need to work out what you need to do yourself to step on and be ahead. I think our local industrial strategy gives us a way of doing that, of framing where we want to be, of thinking about the big, as the government calls them, the grand challenges that are coming at us. I think we need to look at those and think about them as grand opportunities. And I think we need to work out what it is we want to do in those areas of AI, big data, advanced mobility, the ageing society and clean growth, and build a strategy with all of our partners and all the stakeholders that really sets us up to be an exceptional LEP right through to 2030. I think the best way to do that is be really clear on where we want to go to. And as a LEP chair and a LEP board, I think we should be really clear on articulating our local industrial strategy of saying in particular areas, in particular thrusts that we want to develop, we need to be here, and then including as many people in the stakeholders and the constituents to help us work out how, because that will give us our best chance to join everything up. Will it be perfect? No, but this is a game of you get the best that you can get and you drive forward. Clearly, economy goes in cycles. There'll be ups and there'll be downs. And one of the things as a LEP is you need to play the long game. Play the long game in the things that you need to do, but be responsive, to those ups and downs. The B word, the Brexit, is going to have an impact one way or another. I think it's going to demand change in one way or another. We've got to be ready and able to support businesses do that. But overarching for me is that clarity of direction. And actually, I look at some of the big societal changes that are going to happen as we think out towards 2030. Mobility will change, the adoption of electric vehicles, autonomous vehicles, transport modes that are now managing themselves and create new efficiencies and new opportunities. If you look at our area where we've got contention between our great environment and the growing population of people, why wouldn't we be the first to adopt those things? Why wouldn't we vanguard that stuff for the UK and for the rest of the world? Clean growth, well, we have to do things in a clean way. Everyone knows it's not sustainable. It makes business sense. So we have to work out what that means and build that in, and again, show our leadership and be a vanguard in that approach. Ageing society, writ large over Surrey and Hampshire, the ageing society, dealing with that, enabling people to work longer, enabling people to reskill, enabling people to have cures for ailments that come from pharmachem and better care. Technology can unleash a whole load of things, and again, we shouldn't fear those, we should embrace those. And then I guess my overall is be ambitious. Think about the place that we want in 2030, galvanise action behind it. And I think what you'll see by looking in our track record as a LEP, when we decide what we want to do, we're actually pretty good at delivering it then. We're working on an economic strategy which does a couple of things. It drives forwards in those areas, it maximises our opportunity, it gives clear direction for those plans to be created. There's also a call to government, because we can't do those things without intervention. And we need government to be joined up in the way it's doing a deal with us to enable us to get the funding to drive that change. If they do that, we will give them growth above the levels of growth that we've been experiencing, and we've been pretty good on growth, which gives them funds into the economy, which are going to be so vital. Not only that, what we do here has impact in the rest of the UK. We've noticed that McLaren is the great story. The innovation that we've supported McLaren has enabled them to do factory and development in Sheffield. And finally, there's a big world out there. We should be setting our scenes to be the best in the world. Not the best in the UK and certainly not the best in the LEP area. And that's where I want the ambition for the LEP to be.